on the scale of dealing with anti-corruption issues. So there is a learning curve that we are going through. What is important is that the government supports the development of the institution so it can accelerate very quickly on that learning curve and provide the resources so that they can move very quickly on the learning curve, and that the government does not intervene or interfere. And that message goes to the opposition as well. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs.
Bless up my people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. And in this one, my people, on the, should I say, eve of the verdict for the Prime Minister versus the Integrity Commission, my people, we are waiting that verdict on Friday, December the 6th. And me have a little clipping for show my people of what he spoke on the whole anti-corruption being on the forefront of his mind, and this was from 2019. And come to think of it, my people, before I make you hear the clipping or see it, I have not heard, if you hear, you can drop it in the comment section, but I have not heard him address any form of corruption or crime in his entire speech at the 81st Jamaica Labour Party's annual conference. And it's somewhat puzzling to more people, because in this 2019 clip he's even warning the opposition of not fighting with the anti-corruption body, but turn around 2024 and is fighting. The Prime Minister of the country, the leader of the country, is fighting with the Integrity Commission to strike out illicit enrichment.
I couldn't leave this stage without saying to you that corruption is not an issue that occupies the front of my mind. I couldn't leave here today and say to you that we still need to tighten up on the new anti-corruption systems and framework that is in place. In a sense, if you were to compare Jamaica to all the other countries in the Caribbean, our framework for anti-corruption would be the most advanced. It is not for want of putting in the legislative and institutional processes. They are there. But you have to bear in mind that we are also very new on the scale of dealing with anti-corruption issues. So there is a learning curve that we are going through. What is important is that the government supports the development of the institution so it can accelerate very quickly on that learning curve and provide the resources so that they can move very quickly on the learning curve, and that the government does not intervene or interfere. And that message goes to the opposition as well. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs.
And some people, it says a lot when we have a leader who cannot touch the topic of corruption any at all, when his name is entwined around corruption probe of being under investigation for illicit enrichment. And I don't know why he don't just call election, my people. Election was called 2012. Another general election was called 2016. Another general election was called 2020. And another one should have been called 2020. I don't know why he's holding up the 2024 election. And they're saying that elections are not on their mind. They're finishing what they have started. Hear this from Bobby Montague.
We in the Labour Party know that it is time to change course for the next chapter. The party leader has heard you loud and clear, and he will start the change. He has promised to pivot. He has already warned MPs and ministers. He has warned about the arrogance, the stiff-neckedness, the haughtiness. It is the people's agenda and the people's priority is what the next chapter is about. Labor rights, my fellow Jamaicans, I believe the leader. I trust the leader. And I am confident that the leader will pivot. And I want you to believe too. Some people have been asking, why do the Jamaica Labour Party want a third term? We want a third term to complete what we have started. Remember, we lost 3 years because of COVID. So many things could not be done. But even during COVID, this government never laid off not even one government worker. And we granted money to those who were laid off by the private sector. And we assisted many others with the compassionate grant. Let's not forget, a sole Labour Party government active in a poor people's life.
Anyhow, my people, it has been revealed that the latest publication of the National Voters List has revealed that 20,432 persons have been added since November 30, 2024. And this brings the total number of registered voters to 2,062,000. The Electoral Office of Jamaica states that persons who are now added to the voters list can collect their new voter ID card by the ending of December, and the new voters registration will be on May 31st, 2025. Some people, with approximately 2.7 odd million people in Jamaica, 2 million of those are on the voters list, are registered to vote. Some people may implore you to go out and exercise on a constitutional right when this general election is called.
Owen Brown, Deputy Superintendent, Territorial Officer for the Parish of Clarendon.
Yes, sir. Can you give me an update on this fatal accident, sir?
Well, so far we can confirm that 2 students have passed. There are 3 others that are currently being attended to. One is rather critical, and we're hoping that you'll be able to pull through. We want to speak to what may have transferred this morning, what may have happened. One of the theories is that the vehicle was being chased by members of the Transport Authority. That we cannot confirm. What we know for sure that one of the vehicles was speeding and he may have lost control, and as a result of that collided with the other vehicle. The investigations are in its embryonic stage, and so as soon as we have ascertained further information, we will be sure to pass it on.
Any idea whereabouts of the driver, sir?
The driver of the Subaru, he actually fled the scene and is currently being pursued. And we have his contacts, and we're hoping that soon we will have him in our custody.
What about the other taxi driver?
The other taxi driver he's at the hospital and is among those that are being treated.
My name is Ainsworth Kelly, Guidance Counselor, Lennon High School.
Yes, sir. Grief is the word for the school now. Tell us about that.
Well, the school was plunged into mourning this morning as a result of this accident. I am sure that we have to be going through grief sessions at this time. I'm sure that many of the students are at the first stage of grieving, which is denial. And so we, as a school, we have to be bonding together at this time to ensure that the students there will have the counseling sessions that they need to get through this tragedy. It's a very rough time in the community. And I know if we had a proper bus system, then I am sure we would probably alleviate some of the issues that we are now faced with. We continue to get the support from members of the community. I understand that principals from other schools are presently at the school giving their support. I am sure that the community persons have rallied around to help to give the support that the school really need at this very critical time.
You spoke about the bus. If the bus is provided, will this help? And what about the students who doesn't want to take the bus?
Given the situation, it's a rural area, Moko to be exact. Just taxis that we have right now that would have transported the students to and from school. With a bus system, I am sure they will travel safer on the buses. With a bus system, I'm sure that if we educate, which we continue to do, our students, then I am sure that they will warm up to it and they will be a part of this bus system.
Go ahead and share your thoughts, my people. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. On the road to 30K and beyond. Help me to get there. Like and share out the videos. Notification shout out goes to Dawn Clark. Big up yourself, Miss Dawn. Thanks for the continued support from each and every subscriber. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more update. Happy Vlogmas Day 3.